Oh, better late than never. I hope. I hope. I'm so sorry, everyone, for the lateness. Could not be helped. So much going on today. Didn't got it. I just now I had to finish up a few loose ends before I got this thing kicked off, and for that I deeply apologize. I'm so sorry, everybody. I just was not ready. Had too much going on. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. But I'm here, and some of you still are. If you ran out, anyone who ran out, I understand. It took me forever to get going. I'm really sorry about that, but it's Monday night Mark C. Comics Talk. Nonetheless, we're here for you. Finally, we're here. Finally, it's better than I don't know. Better late than never. Maybe it's not better late than never. How should I know? But what's great is seeing you all. Clobberin Times issue number 283, 983 overall, and well, what do I have for you tonight? A show. It is going to be a show of sorts, I guess. It's going to be any good or not, I don't know. Probably not, but I'll have fun hanging out with you wonderful friends. That's all that really matters. Again, had a great time Saturday night. What an amazing crowd for Saturday Night Star Trek it's just keeps getting better and better. You guys are fantastic. You really are. We really appreciate everyone who comes by and participates in that. And I appreciate everyone being here tonight on Monday Night Mark C. Comics Talk as well. Hail to, of course, all of you. Let me say some hellos. I backed my chat up quite a bit. So let's see here. I didn't get a chance to, do much of anything. So not very, man, we'll see what happens. But I think I got all my ducks in a row for the most part to geek out about comics tonight. Let's see here. Let me just say some hellos. And anyone who showed up in the chat, whether here or not, I'm just going to shout you guys out a little bit, and then we'll do show notes and get everything up. Phantom Outsider, brother, might not participate as having sinus issues and headache. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well, bro, but if you're hearing me, best to you and feel better, buddy. Just take care of yourself. That's all that matters. Not feeling super myself. I just little back problems, sitting in this chair a lot lately that I'm trying to deal with. J-Man, dude. J-Man did say hello in the chat. He says he may not be here for the stream. He said he would catch it tomorrow. Well, this is for you tomorrow, J-Man. Brother, I hope you're doing well. Hope we get a chance to hang out and talk soon. And I hope you don't find this to be too unenjoyable a show. In other words, I hope you enjoyed it a little bit. And thank you for listening, and thank you for being here either tonight and tomorrow or both, brother. Appreciate you. And let me know what you think. D. Bud Martin, the man of iron. Good to see you there, bro. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Stuart Mitchell, as always, buddy. Dolly had braces, man. Never forget. Let's see who else we have here. The great Eric K, the bronze wrencher, the wrencher of bronze, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for being here, buddy. Hungry for Bantha Barbecue Burgers. Yeah, a.k.a. the great Hungry Boy. Good to see you there, brother. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Now, hang on, everyone in the chat. I had to drive it way back. Let's see if this thing's still working. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. All right. Just testing something there. All right. Steve Mitchum, what's up, buddy? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. The Comic Relief Crusader. And I'll definitely, after I do my list, I'll get my list is going to be very dull in the sense that it's going to be nothing you wouldn't expect. The order you may not care for. But no one ever cares for anyone else's order, do they? So, but nothing will be surprise, probably. Well, probably. I don't think so, anyway. Let's see here. Who else is here? Get my cat up on this chat. Kal-El, buddy. Good to see you, man. The great Chris Persia. I hope this thing didn't jump on me. Hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I'm so sorry. Think when it's that far back, it could spring on you there a little bit. Okay. M indeed. Thank you all for that, M. Mark D with the C. What's up, dude? Good to see you, Dad Man. And the Dad Man clan, I hope, is doing well. Great to see you. See? Okay. I'm trying to catch up with my chat, everyone. Then we'll get the lead out here. I think I'm caught up now. There we go. Good to see you all. Of course, there is the link in my description below for my wonderful first officer, R.M. McKell, Commander Briggs, and her literary works of science fiction. I can't plug it as well as she can, but I always want to put that out there for her because I love her and I miss her and always love her. Love when she does that, and please go support her work. Let's see here. Show notes. Wednesday night, I will be back here for Wildcard Wednesday night, the first of what I hope will be a monthly, if not more so, experience of classic comics review. In this case, we'll be reviewing Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, the swan song, no pun, for the golden, silver, and bronze age Superman mythology, written by, of course, Alan Moore. So, with art by Kurt Swan, George Perez, and Dave Hunt. And yeah, love the story. My good buddy, Mr. Max Field Von Priestley, will be joining me to review that comic. Another Spinnerack time machine will be Spinnerack time machine will be this week as well. And yeah, so that's what we. And I gotta. Well, I know next week Loki and I will probably. I think next week Loki and I will probably be reviewing Superman versus the Elite in our monthly quest to review each month a DC animated either film or one of their series or something like that. Usually the films that feature Superman and or Batman. So this one is Superman versus the Elite. Yo, Gas Mask Animations, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you. So. Yeah, again, so sorry for the late start, everyone. As you all know, last week, it was superheroes individually that we were talking about that I gave my little rundown list of. But sometimes superheroes team up. Now, that was 100. I picked 100. Thought 100 would be a decent, manageable number. And it was a lot of fun. Look, it was fun for me. I don't know if you guys give a crap about that sort of thing, but I had a lot of fun doing that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Comics Relief Crusader. I appreciate that, buddy. But I had a lot of fun doing that. I just, in general, have a lot of fun talking about comics and superheroes and things like that. And I've always had a fondness. I don't know. I think most of us have, to some extent or another, some degree or another, had a fondness for superhero groups, super teams. I know I've always liked them, and that's kind of what got me started. The first superhero I ever saw, he just had a sidekick. It was Batman and Adam West Batman. But not too long after that, I saw a certain group that was on an animated show, a cartoon that I won't mention because they might be on this list. But I got to thinking, could you do a 20 list? You might be able to do a list of 20. I'll do 10, then we'll talk about others. You can't do 100. I mean, there may be generally a lot of super teams, but nothing like, of course, individual characters. At any given time in the good old days, as we like to say, silver or bronze, because the Goldens really weren't any big super teams that were that organized. They had a few, but golden and silver, silver and bronze age are really when the super teams really started to flourish. And Wonder Twins are teams. I decided not to do duos, teams with more than a few in the list. I decided to go for. And again, my list will be boring, Hungry, because it's mostly it's going to be well-known groups and stuff like that. I didn't go all that eclectic except for one of them. But certainly that doesn't mean I don't respect any of the other, groups out there. But it's going to be very predictable in my case. I don't know why. Maybe because usually there are a lot of things I like that aren't that popular. I'd say 3 or more is fair enough. Common, yeah, at least 3 or more. And 4 or more, right? Yeah. So yeah. And the criteria is they're superhero teams. Of course. Duh, right? So 4 makes a team. I mean, you can stretch it to. I don't even know of a team that's 3 really. There's a villain team, a couple of villain teams. The Warriors 3 are not really superheroes per se, but they're Asgardians. They're all fine and good. But yeah. So I 4 or more. That's going to be again. You could do what anyone else could. There's no law that I know of, so you can do whatever you want. I'm going to go with 4 or more. Let's put it like that. There are even some villain groups, but not quite as many. But obviously that's another discussion. These are the super teams. So 22 makes a mess. Yeah, and there are too many branches in some of these, and obviously mine are confined to certain eras. Like there's certain eras that I don't care for a certain group, so I'm going to be era specific as well. Just the way I like to do it. There you go. D-Punk Martin Tribute Girl can be a team by herself. There you go. All right. Well, so I just narrowed it down to 10. Just to make it easily. And away we go. Like I said, I don't know how predictable it'll be, but well, whatever. Where am I? Oh, I got lost for a minute. Captain. Well, there you go. Mark D just blown it. Captain America, Captain Carrot and this amazing Sucre. No. No. Good guess though, buddy. Number 10 is the Thunder Agents, Wally Wood's great creation for Tower Comics. Well, he had a lot of people working with him on those. They're off the wall. They're different. They have artificial superpowers, but in a sense, but superpowers nonetheless. And they have personalities, and they do work for an organization, but they're the Thunder Agents. And because they do team up sometimes and work together, they work individually a lot, but they team up for some. I just had to. I always really liked them. Cardinal Sin, hey there, man. What's up? Good to see you. You're too kind. Sir, you should not have. Thank you so much. 1999 Super Chat says, yay, Clobberin Times is on. Oh, well, yes, I am on. And thank you so much, Cardinal. Gil, it's good to see you. We appreciate you. I just started my topic for the evening, and I want to thank you. Thank you so much, man. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So my number 10 is the Thunder Agents, Hollywood creation. What I liked about them is this is more of a science fiction cross in the superhero. They're really, you have their powers are kind of artificial. They're science-based. Nobody was really bitten by a radioactive spider or hit by cosmic rays or gamma rays or anything like that. Dynamo has a power belt. Lightning has has super speed for this suit and thing that he uses, but it actually causes him to age as he uses it. Menthor has a helmet that helps him read minds. You've got undersea agent, and of course my favorite, No Man. He's an old man that every time he transplants his mind, his body's dead. He's like 80 something years old, but he can move his mind into different android bodies to fight. And when one body's destroyed, he moves to the next. You have Raven with the claws, who could, with the glider and things. And this is a great comic, and it's been a long time since I've read me some Thunder Agents. But it is, yes, again, Hungry. It is a kind of a sci-fi concept more than just your typical superhero fantasy. But I love the Thunder Agents. There's a lot of character to it. Like I said, I love Dynamo. He's the guy you see up front right there. He's the guy that just loves loves his powers. And yeah, they're public domain right now too, folks. But originally, the higher United Nations Defense Enforcement Reserve, the Thunder Agents, were at that time Tower Comics. Of course, they were a front by the Mafia, and once the Mafia pulled out on them, they was kind of left they left the business to Wally Wood and the gang there, and Steve Ditko was there, and a bunch of other, Gil Kane was there, and they kind of just they were left holding the bag, and the company didn't make it for very long, and they've bounced around after that so many different places. And there's some George Perez Thunder Agents right there, which I loved. But I love me some Thunder Agents, and I love No Man. He's one of my favorites. Him and Dynamo. Hungry Boy, you could do a Thunder Agents comic right now, and no one could stop you. You could do it. We could both. We could make a Thunder Agents comics. I mean, it's been in the hands of, well, obviously Tower, then later some company called JC, another one called Hall of Fame, Penthouse. Yes, that Penthouse. They did it in their Omni comics. They had a Thunder Agents with Paul Galassi. DC has had it. IDW was the last one to have it. And as far as I know right now, my good old Thunder Agents are public domain. So that's weird, wild stuff there. But I love them. And does anyone else know some Thunder Agents? Oh, yeah, Cockrum cover. There you go. There you go. Let's do a Thunder Agents comic. Let them stop us. There you go. Oh, you never know, man. You never know. So, my number 9 is kind of a bit off the wall. But, I do love the heavy hitters. And the big guys. And my number 9 has sort of two names to it. Of course, originally in the Golden Age, they were from the All Winners squad. Cap, Subby, Original Human Torch and Toro, Bucky, Miss America, and the Wizard. And they were the All Winners squad, brought back in the 70s by Roy Thomas as a group I believe you'll know as the Invaders. So generally we just call them the Invaders these days. Now, there were a lot. Look, this was a series that, even as a kid, I did not like its interior art all that often. By Frank Robbins, I'm not much of a Frank Robbins guy. But you got Kirby covers like this all the time, very often. I mean, you get a Kirby cover. You get you had a lot of Gil. You got Gil Kane covers. So yeah, but call them All Winter Squad. But that was really just kind of the name of the series. Call them Invaders, whatever you want to call them. I mean, what a great group. Kal-El said, I'd rather you and some other talented members of the chat create a Thunder Agents comic rather than woke. Yeah, if they wokeify it, that's for sure, buddy. You're right, but thank you, Kal-El. I love this issue, this Kirby cover. It's got Union Jack on it. I always liked him. And of course, what a great core group that is. Oh, will I get in trouble for showing Yahtzees on here? Probably. Yeah, Hungry Boy again. I didn't know that as a kid. When I was a kid, I just didn't like the artwork. But yes, Frank Robbins was very old when he drew this comic, and he was a very well respected cartoonist, and I have every respect for him. But some of those interiors on some of the stuff, especially his Invaders, and he was I don't know though. What the hell? Still great stuff. But like I said, the Kirby covers and the Kane covers, amazing. Hello there, world made of a cardboard. Is Union Jack similar to Captain Britain? Not really. I mean, it's in I guess maybe a little, but not entirely as far as their origin or anything like that. He does predate Captain Britain by a bit, if I do remember correctly. Okay, number. Let's see here. Number 8 might get me in trouble, everybody. Get ready for the outrage. Who's ready for the outrage? And number 8 is an amalgam of two versions of a group that I'm piling into two, okay? Number 8, everyone. Who's ready for my number 8 favorite superhero team of all time? This is one of the most popular super teams ever, so I know I'm in trouble, but here we go. It's the X-Men. And I do mean both groups. I'm just saying that up front. Kirby's originals, and of course, Roy Thomas, Chris Claremont, Len Wein's new X-Men. I love them as a group equally. And I'm not the biggest X-Men freak. Oh, by the way, if you're hearing this later, my buddy J-Man, I know you're the ultimate X-Men fanatic. I know you love them. And I hope you're not too disappointed in me, bro, that they're this low. I still love them. They're in the top 10, man. And I do. I never was like an X-Men freak, but I've liked a lot of their great comics. And, and I have nothing bad to say about them. I think they oversaturated and became a little ridiculous a little later, but man, they had some great comics. And so we I couldn't do this list and not show them some love, could I? So they're here. Sure, it's number 8, but they're here, buddy. And what more can anyone ask? And this cover here, X-Men 133, is not only a great cover and a great comic. I put this up here as an homage, a tip of the hat to, and a tribute to our beloved long lost Mark C, because he loved this cover. This is when we did our favorite comic book covers lists of all time. This cover made it, and he loved Byrne, of course, and he loved Byrne and Austin. So, Chris Persia, yeah, I hear you. The lovely Sherry is here. Sherry, great to see you, Sherry. Lovely, lovely, lovely to see you. Thank you for being here, my dear. And so this one is for Mark C, because he loved him some X-Men. All right. Who's ready for number 7? I don't know if number 7 should get me in any trouble. Any predictions on number 7? Now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. There aren't that many groups left. There's 7 left, folks. Who could it be? Does anybody have a guess? Let's see if anyone guesses who can guess the next 7. And we'll go now that we've gotten some, obscure ones and one of the biggest groups out of the way that I'm sure is lower than you would expect. We're going to make a game out of this. Who can predict the next one? I want to see who can predict the next one. I'm not going to tell you whether you're right or wrong. You'll just find out when I reveal it. But I'm going to let everyone see if they want to take a guess at it for the fun of it. I'm not going to react to any of your guesses. I'm going to look for a few guesses, and then I will reveal. And they're going to be very predictable. After this point, they're going to get predictable, I guess. Well, after this one and the next one, they'll be super, super duper predictable. I'm going to count down. Yeah, I want to make it fun for everybody. And whoever says Great Lakes Avengers is going to get bumped out of the chat and blocked for 30 minutes. Just kidding. Just kidding, but they're not on there. Spoiler alert, they're not on there. Thank you, Hungry Boy. Yes, we're treating it like a game show now. I just thought I would add a little element of fun to it. All right, let's see here. Who's ready for the reveal of number 7? We have some guesses. You will all see who got what. By the way, I don't think anyone's got it yet. Wow. I'm shocked. I might actually be shocked that no one's got it yet. Spoiler alert. That's a spoiler. So right before we reveal it, I'll tell you if anybody got it or not, but not who. Okay, nobody got it. Are you ready? Everyone ready for the reveal of number 7? Okay, nobody got it. So I'm about to, if you're ready, here's the reveal. Number 7. It's just like number 8, a combo, but I just went ahead and threw it all into one in this case and didn't even bother with it. I forgot to load one of the ones of the old one. So it is, of course, the Teen Titans plus New Teen Titans. I'm cramming Titans and Teen Titans together. So I love the old. I mean, they're old. They're in there anyway. So the Teen/New Teen Titans, folks. I'm surprised nobody got that one. Mark, you didn't get it. I said it. Well, you might have wrote that before I said it. The Great Lakes X-Men. Yeah, the Great Lakes X-Men barely missed the cut there, Chris. Mark, you might have said that before we're going to give it to Mark D because you made other guesses. I saw you make other guesses, dude, but maybe you did get that in there under the wire before you heard me. So there you go, Mark D. I was surprised if you did get it, and I believe you. I'm surprised. But I've always loved me some Titans, old and new. Well, there are a lot of tough ones here. Yeah, I'll hit the buzzer next time. You're right. Good one. Oh, you're right. I should hit the buzzer next time, buddy. All right. That was fun. So I want to do it again. Let's see who can get number 6. All right. I am now throwing out the number 6. Who wants to guess what my number 6 group is? Starting now. And we'll see. We'll look at see if we get some guesses. Wow. It's only 9-6. I don't have I'm doing the show anyway, but I don't have ESPN, so I can't watch the national championship game. It looks like a close game there. I'd say roll tide to Keely Chow, who's probably watching the game, but I can't, it would be insincere. Okay, we got some guesses coming in now. Josie and the Pussycats. Dude, what's wrong with you? All right, let's see. So far, no. So far, no. I may not even do this when we get from 5 down because it's going to be so easy. It's just ridiculous. So, no problem, Steve Mitchum, brother. Just good to see you, bud. I don't think that one. Chris Persia, is that really a super team? I'm not sure GI Joe's a super team either. World Made of Cardboard, but I was never a big fan of theirs. I was a little bit old when that book came out with Marvel. But I have a lot of my very good friends who are a few years younger than me that were big fans. So I totally respect the GI Joe comics and stuff and that cartoon. But I was a little bit too old for it, so I never glommed onto it there. So. All right. I'm not going to say if anyone got it right or wrong until I just reveal it. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My number 6 group is, 2 guys got it right, Defenders. Okay. They're not organized. Power Pack. What's wrong with you? D-Bud and Mark D got it. Yeah, no Justice League Dark around here. Spoiler alert. I love me some Defenders. I like, especially the original group. I don't like them that much. The later stuff. But I do love them, especially when they're dynamic. World Made of Cardboard. You never heard of the Defenders? Oh, I got you. Yeah, I'm old, buddy. But yeah, this was in, of course, the early 70s. And the Defenders initially got together. They were this group right here, pretty much. They were Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Submariner, and the Silver Surfer. And Doctor Strange sometimes would need physical help and some help with some of the things he got in some pretty tough circumstances. So there was sort of a loose association. They weren't really organized like the Avengers or the Justice League or somebody like that. They dealt with other types of things, but they still became kind of a close-knit group. But a lot of other people passed in and out of the comic. And I always had a soft spot for the Defenders. And I always enjoyed them. I even have some of the toys. Look, I made the Defenders. I just have these figures. So I could use Hellcat and Valkyrie, but yeah, so but as you can see, a lot of different people were hanging out with the Defenders over the years. Oh, okay, late 80s. Well, I am from Louisiana, also, World Made of Cardboard, and I'm a bit older than 50, but we're close to the same age range, buddy. And I appreciate you being here. So there you go. Bob Budiansky and Erling Chan on the art on this one. Okay. Who is ready for the top 5? It's top 5 time. All right. Go ahead. I guess we'll play the guessing game here as well. Let us go ahead and let's see if anyone can guess. Oh, Georgia's winning. Whoa, Georgia, go Georgia. Who can guess number 5, folks? I will give you a couple seconds to guess it. The Impossibles. There you go. The top 5 are very obvious. They're. I mean, there were maybe a few curveballs in 6 through 10. Granted, but the top 5 are very easy. World made of cardboard. Gotcha. I got you. I know what you're talking about. Let's see here. I'll give it a couple more guesses, and we'll see if anyone got it right. Do 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 jump Jeopardy, Jeopardy, Jeopardy. Go Dogs. Let's see. All right. Great Lakes Avengers, Caddy. All right, here we go. I'm going to count down and then make the reveal. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's ready for the reveal? Well, folks, it looks like, once again, two chaps got it right. The Justice Society of America. Now, I got some Golden Age buddies that would not be happy with me on that one. They would want them to be higher. And I love the JSA. I really do. I dearly, dearly love them. And so, I mean, how 5 is pretty, considering how much I love some super teams now, 5 is substantial. If you know what I'm saying. If you comprehend what I'm relating to you. 5 ain't nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, buddy. Actually, the bucket, the person with the bucket on her head is a lady called, she's the original Red Tornado, the Golden Age Red Tornado. That's Ma Hunkel. She was kind of like the matron of the Justice Society. Ma Hunkel is the one with the bucket, and that's a lady. Yeah, so the original Red Tornado, believe it or not. Yeah, it's Phantom Outsider. I have no problem with if you put All-Star Squadron combined with the JSA, I'm totally down with that. I have a buddy of mine would disagree with that. He used to argue all the time. He didn't buy All-Star Squadron much because he thought they were a bunch of backups. Because Roy Thomas did like those characters a lot, and he thought it didn't use the JSA enough in that title. But most people finally remembered the All-Star Squadron comic book. And hey, that's not me. I think they're fantastic. I love the All-Star Squadron. So you want to lump them into the JSA? Go for it, buddy. And I love this series of right here by Lynn Straczynski and the late, great Mike Parabek. This short little 10-issue series of JSA in the early 90s was a lot of fun. Any of you read this? This was great. I really enjoyed it. Nothing to be sorry about that at all. World made of cardboard. I love that cartoon as well. Well, yeah, I love Super Friends as well. I'm sure she did make biscuits and gravy. I'm sure she did. Anybody else read this series, though, before we move on? Because if you're just a JSA fan, I highly recommend this one. Well, I know I'm not supposed to recommend stuff. It's go against my own little rule, but you know what I mean. I loved it. See that? I caught myself doing something I'm not supposed to do, and that's recommend things. It's not a New Year's resolution or anything, but you know. So, yeah. This was a fun comic. All right. Okay. I guess it just gets really easy from here. I mean, let's just be honest. Here, I don't know. It might trick you guys. So let's go ahead and make our guesses at number 4. What will my number 4 be, my dear friends? What could it possibly be? I'm entertaining guesses now. Let's see here. Number one's going to be impossible. No one's ever going to guess that. No, the 1 and 2 are going to be impossible to guess. I think 2 people cheated. Somehow. Hey, Oliver Belamonte, good to see you. World made of cardboard, got it. May as well spoil it right there. Power Rangers. No, just kidding. They're not a comic book superhero team, even though they are in comics. But, you know, my kids loved the Power Rangers, though, when they were kids. Okay. I'll count down from 4 and make the reveal, okay? 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 people got it this time. I knew it would get easier as it comes along because it is, in fact, the Avengers. That's right. The mighty Avengers. So I believe D-Bud and Mark D got 3 in a row, and Hungry got that one. After this one, it's going to be a piece of cake. Let's face it. But I do love my Avengers. And I got this Burn one here as a tribute to our great buddy Mark C. He loved Burn. And, of course, I love Burn's art a lot, too. So, Burn, you know, this is always a really nice poster here. The only artist I like better on Avengers than him or Buscema was probably Perez, though. So much better than later when they became some stupid army. Actually, Phantom Outsider, I do love the Mighty Heroes. It was tough to leave them off this list, pal. I love them. Yeah, but I love a big crowd scene, and I love me some Perez Avengers, of course. It goes without saying. Yeah, so what you gonna do? Just a great group of some classic issues right there. Let me tell you something there, partner. Yeah. Hungry Boy does not like Moondragon, but you know what? It's tough to blame you. She's a Beli Lich, that's for sure. So, what could you do? Kang! Which Avengers do you prefer, New Avengers or Mighty Avengers? If you're talking more modern stuff where they had titles called New Avengers or Mighty Avengers, neither. I prefer Silver and Golden Age. Hey, Troy. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, bud. I'm just counting now my top 10 super teams, and we're at number 3 here. No, we're at number 4, sorry. 4. So they're just the Avengers to me. I know there were titles later. Remember when they branched off in the early 2000s? All those stupid I'm sorry if you'll like them. I mean, the Avengers is one group. I don't like them being like an secret army with zillion members. I know they had the New Avengers and the Young Avengers and the Mighty Avengers and the Avengers, and I don't like any of that stuff. I'm old school Avengers for me. They're just one group, and I love them. All right, folks, let's see who can guess number 3. Now, 3 on down will be, I know there's just not even going to be a challenge for anyone, but go ahead and guess number 3. Hello there, Netters Network. Lovely lady, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well on this fine Monday night. The middle-aged Avengers, Steve Mitchum said. So we'll see 2 and 1 are going to be too easy. It's not even fair. And again, I won't tell anyone who's right until I see some more the guests. Well, Steve Mitchum got it. The Three Stooges. Not. So let's see here. Some know me so well. Yeah, I know, Steve Mitchum. No, hello there, Ghostron. Got it right, too. Inferior 5. Just kidding. It was tough to leave the Inferior 5 off this list. Damn it. I see some correct. I'm not going to say if anyone got any correct. I mean, it's so easy, though. Yeah. Because 1 and 2 are too easy to be. I mean, it's ridiculous how easy 1 and 2 are going to be. So now 3 just falls into place since you've already got Avengers at 4. All right, here we go. I'll count down from 3 and then I will reveal the number 3 that nobody will be surprised by. 3, 2, 1. The Justice League of America. That's right, folkies. Enough said on that one. I mean, I love them. That's the DC heavy hitters. I mean, again, I really love them just as much. I love the Avengers just as much, because I'm a Marvel and DC. I love both. And these are the big guys. Those two are the ultimate groups of both companies. So, again, Mark D and I think a couple other people, easily guess this one. So he's on a roll. He's undefeated from 6 down anyway. I think he's got like 5, 6 in a row now, as I think D-Bud did as well. And I know Phantom got this one until he said Thunderbolts like a jokester. The catch is 5. Chris, really? You thought? Well, Chris, you know me better. 2 and 3 are going to be too easy to be. 2 and 3 can. Anyone who misses 2 or 3 has never met me for more than, or talked to me for more than 5 seconds, or even listened to my stupid voice for more than 5 seconds. Comic Relief Crusader, the JSA, the Justice Society of America, is the Golden Age iterations. It's called Earth 2. They really should have always been called Earth 1, but they're from the 40s and 50s. They're the Golden Age group of heroes, later retconned into being called the Society of America. And then JLA is the Silver Age version of the heroes on Earth 1. So, now for number 2. And I'll just count down from 2 and let you see if you can all guess this. 2, 1. All right, what is it? What's number 2? Who's going to miss number 2? Well, George's, 12 minutes left. D, but I wish I could watch this game. Sounds like a pretty good game. I'm missing a good game, damn it. There we go. All right, so I'm looking at these guesses and I'm just can't. Troy, yeah, Teen Titans. Teen Titans / New Teen Titans were number 7, buddy. All right. Some people know me who are guessing it, and then I'm surprised at some people. Number 2. All right. My number 2, all-time favorite superhero team is the Legion of Superheroes. Long live the Legion. I'm surprised that you marked D with a C. A few people got it, though. Shout out Chris Persia and I think Hungry Boy. As much as I witter on about these two groups, D-Bud. Long live the Legion. I love me some Legion. I do indeed love them. I adore them. And yeah, they're right up there. We've even done a roundtable on them. So there. Um, what needs to be said? Nothing. I mean, it's just we talk about them all the time. They are the future, the real future of the 30th century Legion, of course. I'm surprised at you, Mark D, of all people. Is Legion related to JLA? No, the Legion is 1,000 years into the future. They're inspired by them in some ways and by Superman, but the Legion is a legion of superheroes, they have galactic origin with people from many planets, sort of like a Star Trek Federation of Planets deal. And they're superheroes from the 30th century. Well, modern day, they've made it 31st, but at the time, so yeah, they're not really related to them in that sense. Phantom thought LSH would be number one. No. So who could guess number one? I'm going to let everyone see if they can guess number one. I know you probably can't guess it, but try. I know there's no way my avatar gives it away at all. Yes, Gozatron, I have that Giffen poster on the bottom. I have that framed on my wall and have had it for like 30 something years. It's a huge poster. It's fantastic. Well done, world made of cardboard, and well done, everybody. Well done, netters. Yeah, it's low hanging fruit at this point. Everyone knows that my beloved Fantastic Four is the light of my life when it comes to comics. It's the apple of my eye. You are the apple of my fantastic eye. Yes, created by the great Jack Kirby and a guy named Stan Lee. The FF changed everything about the medium of comics. No, not Fantastic. That's a horrible movie there, Troy. No, thank you. The Fantastical Four. Accept no substitutes. Yep. There are a lot of super groups, but I just... But show all the members, huh? No. You said members. You are the apple. Yes, I do drive a fantastic car. It's funny you mentioned that, but yes, I do. I do. I love my fantastic car. But yeah, it's FF and Legion. I love on very, very. It's a razor thin line between the two of them. I love them both almost equally. I really do. It's tough sometimes to pick. It really is tough to pick. Sometimes which one I love the most out of the two. But and when we're talking about toys, I have Fantastic Four toys, as you can see. Yes. Did I like the robot replacement for Herbie? No, I thought it was really ridiculous that they did that. I don't mind him now because at least Kirby created him, but no, it was really dumb to replace the Human Torch. You are the apple of the FF. But I love them. And yeah, nobody touches them. Nobody does it better than the FF. But the Legion's right there. Right there. If you know what I'm saying. So, and the thing is, I couldn't really do it justice as far as getting to all the characters. It's tough to do that, to find I had a big poster collage at one point of all the FF characters, but that's as close as you can get right there. Phantom Outsider actually wants to name them. Yeah, but there are a lot of members. Not at the same time, though. World Without Cardboard says, do you think the Fantastic Four will be added into the MCU? No, but they will be added into the MCU, and they're going to be really screwed up. Really screwed up. It's going to be bad. Yeah, they got Herbie. Herbie came with that Walgreens exclusive Invisible Woman figure a few years ago, and I got it, and it was kind of like, it's kind of cool that they have Herbie, because they did put him in the comics. It was just stupid to replace the Human Torch with him. That's all I'm saying. It was asinine. They did it for dumb reasons. If you understand where I'm coming from, it's just stupid. It's I hated that. Let's see here. I should find that other big one. I thought I had it. All right, let's see here. Yeah. There it is. With the wrong colors. Oh, well. I'll put it up there with the wrong colors. Why not? Why not put it up there with the wrong colors? So this is one I meant to put up earlier of the FF, and just got so busy. And was late as it was, so. And I wish I could find the fixed version. But here we go, folks. We'll see. And see, again, another tribute to the great Mark C, because he loved Byrne. And here's another piece of Byrne art with the Fantastic Four, with the whole shooting match. A plethora, I should say, of the characters. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Got it. Okie dokie. Well, StreamYards is, there we go. Even though they're in the wrong costume, uniforms, costumes, uniforms, whatever. Ironcaster. What did you say? Your top 10 is the Legion plus 9 other teams. Actually, Ironcaster just finished it, and it's number 1 was the Fantastic Four, but Legion is number 2, buddy. I found somewhere on the internet, I don't know if any of you have ever seen, you've probably all seen this poster. I remember being really pissed off when this poster came out, not because it was Byrne, even though I don't like his entire run on FF. I think he got sloppy with it after his first couple of years. I thought he did an okay job on the art on this one, but I hate those stupid costumes that they're wearing. I hate their damn. I don't like the white with the white trim on the dark blue. I just don't like it. It aggravates me. I did buy, I got a couple of the figures with it now. I'm softer on it now than I used to be, but I really hated it at the time. And I was furious that they did that poster with these costumes, so I didn't buy it. And somebody on the internet, they just did it on the internet, though. It's not like they changed the poster. Put the real costumes back on them. Put the real uniforms back. Well, there's a reason Steve Mitchum. I thought about the Marvel family. I thought about Power Man and Iron Fist. But technically, they're not teams. But Marvel family does come close to being a team. I really thought about putting them on there. If there was a number 11 through 20, I would go ahead and kind of just bend a little bit and put them on there. I love the Marvel family. I'm sorry I disappointed you, buddy. I always told you I was a disappointment. Never put your faith in me. Because it was brutal. I love the Marvel family. You know that. So, yeah, this poster, I probably would buy it now. Well, Steve, I'm with you, dude. I really did think about putting the Marvel family. I kind of wanted to have my Thunder Agents on there because they're more of a team. The other ones are kind of individuals, but no, you have a good point, dude, and they are a team in a sense. I'm with you, bro. I'm not softer on those costumes, so suck it. Yeah, I don't blame you, Hungry. I guess, compared how bad comics are and how many other horrible costumes there are. These don't bug me as much as they used to, but I hear you, brother. And I like what Steve's saying. Yeah, they would. I don't know. They're a team. I understand them. They're a pairing and they become like a team, but I decided to make it 4 or at least 4 or more as a team. Well, the FF is a family, but they're still a team. Can you count the pirate team from One Piece as a team? Or the pirate crew? Ironcaster, you can, I guess. But are they a superhero team? I don't know. They have superpowers, so. But did they go out and fight crime and have a name? Oh, yeah, it's a team up. It's 2 people teaming up. There's no question about it. Teaming up temporarily, but it's not a super team, though. Just like super villain team up, and they're not superhero team either. So, I hear you, but hey, look, there are no rules set in stone. And I love Power Man and Iron Fist. I've been rereading some of those old ones. So I respect it all, but not now. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but let's see here. World Meta Cardboard says, who's the gray big head rock guy looking on the right? That's the Mad Thinker's awesome android, as he's called. I don't know why Byrne decided to make Galactus yellow. I mean, not Galactus, the Watcher's yellow. Why is the Watcher yellow on this thing? Can anyone tell me that? Come on, Clobberin Times. They are more than friends. They're family. 3 are actually related. I don't know what we're arguing about. Who said they weren't family? Dude, I don't even get why we're having an argument. I said they are family, but they are also a team is what I said. So I don't even know what we're arguing about, bro. Seriously, I mean, it's fine, but right. I'm well aware of the Fantastic Four being a family. You're arguing with yourself, I guess. I'm trying to figure this out. They are more than friends. True, they are a family. Three are actually related. Then Uncle Ben. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty aware of that. And oh yeah, I hear you, but that doesn't make them not a super team. I'm not really sure. We're good, dude. I just don't understand what we're arguing. I mean, we're not arguing. We don't disagree on any of that, unless you're saying that somehow their family makes them not a super team. Whereas I mean, they call themselves. They gave their team a name, the Fantastic Four. So, well, the Marvel families are just the Marvels, and they don't really. They never gave themselves a group name, and they have individual adventures. So, I don't. If I can't really have an argument unless I know what the argument is, and then we can have it. And I don't mean argument as a argument as a negative term either. Just a discussion. Yeah. What about the Hammurabi Code? Well, I don't know about it. I just work here, folks. That's above my pay grade. I got into collecting in the 80s, so I was introduced to Walter Simonson's store. Good stuff. Burns FF. I love the stories and art so much that I got the 60s issues and loved the history. Well, Comic Related Crusader, I'm with you there, brother. Closer than the other team, say. Yeah, look, no argument, dude. Whoa, 19 to 18, Georgia. You know that Alabama's going to come back and win that thing. You know how lucky they are. Now, I didn't mean to say it was an argument, Phantom. I was just like, I mean, I don't know who said they weren't a family. But anyway, we're good, Ditter. Respect the past for a good future. That's what I'm with you there, bro. The Hammurabi Code is rules set in stone. I worked way too hard for that terrible joke. Okay. Well, I'm sorry I ruined the terrible joke, dude. You know me. I focus too much on one thing and then no mental agility on that one. I don't bash Burton, but I never liked his Funko Pop watcher. Yeah, he did. It's true. He did do a Funko Pop watcher in the comic. Only Ruby Rose has such a big head and skinny body. Canadian Spider-Man who does whatever a Canadian spider can. Great to see you, my friend. The balloon with the face is the Impossible Man. World made of cardboard. That is him. He could be a balloon. He could be anything he wants to be. All right, Dad, man, take it easy, brother. Have a good night, my friend. Yes, sir, Bob. Three Steves. I can't help you, dude. There's no Commander Briggs here. You think you're gonna get me to three Steve you? Let's see. Ironcaster says, do the Joes being a military count as a team? A military force count as a team? If so, pick up a couple of that would have to be on your team. Pick a couple. I don't know. I never read the Joes much. I think someone mentioned the Joes earlier. Ironcaster, and the deal is, I was a little bit old when that comic came out. It wasn't really aimed at my age, and I did not buy it, so I never really got into this GI Joe the way a lot of younger guys at that time did. Nothing against it. One of my dearest friends are Joe's fans, and I respect it very much. Their team. When I say a superhero team. Now, again, I'm not Judge Dredd. I'm not the law. I'm not the Spectre, like the Word of God or any of that stuff. I'm just talking about the way I define it is a superhero team is a team of characters who team up. They get together and they have superpowers and costumes and all that stuff, and they fight villains together as a team with a name and all that stuff. Clobber Times, can you please explain to me how tall do you think Spidey should be? Let's see, Garfield is too. Let's see, Garfield is too tall. Oh, okay, Toby is my Spidey personally is not too tall. Spidey's not all that tall. Yeah, Spidey's certainly, for example, he Captain America towers over him. Of course, he towers over a lot of people. Johnny Storm might be a little bit taller than him. I mean, you could find it probably 5'11". There you go. You could find it in the Handbook of the Marvel Universe. I guarantee you that. But Mark D with a C is the Handbook of the Marvel Universe. So 5'11". And I trust him. World Made of Cover says, I'm going to have to go to bed. Big day tomorrow. Have a great rest of the live stream. Thank you so much, World Made of Cardboard. I appreciate you being here and stopping by. Have a wonderful rest of the night, sir. Steve Mitchum is also a Toby guy. There you go. We got another Toby guy there. Oliver says, Clobby, I hope there will be the top supervillain group. I always remember the evil group, the Axis of Evil. Well, I tell you, supervillain groups are a bit tougher to come by, but I might do something with that. For example, how many organized supervillain groups are there compared to superhero groups? There are a few. Well, I'll name off a few. You guys can name them. You got the Masters of Evil, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, the Frightful Four, the Fatal Five, the Legion of Supervillains. Legion of Doom is kind of from cartoons, but okay. You have the Crime Syndicate. You have what's Luther's something gang? The Injustice Gang. You have what's some other one? Sinister Six, Secret Society of Supervillains. Thank you, Phantom. Squadron Supreme was kind of a villain, right? It was a villain group at first, and there was a Squadron Sinister was before the Squadron Supreme, weren't they? So yeah, I mean there are a few. There you go. I would say some of my favorites of all those. There was the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and then in DC, the Doom Patrol, there was the Brotherhood of Evil. So they actually had DC and Marvel ripped each other off so much. Like I said, Steve Mitchum, you put Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, and then DC had the Brotherhood of Evil. So it's crazy. I love the Fatal Five. I love the Sinister Six. The ones with numbers. You had the three. Was it the three Enforcers or whatever? You had the Enforcers. There were three of them. That is. Frightful Four was funny because they can never get a stable fourth member. Hey, what was that? Remember that guy who tried to be a villain at first and tried to form a group? The Texas Twister or whatever, and then he started a group with the Shield with a bunch of superheroes. I can't remember the name of that group now, but I know Phantom will remember, or D-Bud, one of you guys. Remember the stupid Texas Twister? And he started a group that didn't last like more than not even an issue. The Headmen. How about the Gas Gang? Wasn't the Gas Gang like a Metal Man group? Villains? Ox Montana and Fancy Dan. What was the name of that group there, though, Phantom? The Rangers. That's right. That was Texas Twister. Remember him? Yeah. So there was, you run out of super groups way faster than you run out, super villain groups than you do superhero groups. Gozatron, I would say no. The Flash Rogues, they are a group. I guess you could call them the Flash Rogues, but they didn't give themselves a name, though. So, yeah. Yep, Texas Twister was a Shield agent. The Enforcers, there were three Enforcers, right? So, yeah. So there you go. Wrecking Crew. I like. There's a good. Thank you, Steve Mitchum. That's one I forgot about. There you go. There you go, Spidey. Kurtzman's Bands of Merry Idiots. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. The Headmen. Oh, dear. Yep, there you go. Firebird, Texas Twister, Red Wolf, Knight Rider. Thank you. Weren't they like in a Captain America issue or something like that? The Serpent Society's a good one. Now we forgot about them for a minute. Of course, there's organizations like Hydra, but they're not the same thing. How about the UFOs? Remember them, everyone? In Hulk, I thought the Rangers were in a Captain America issue. Oh well. I remember the first place I saw Texas Twister. Wasn't that in Fantastic Four when he was auditioning to join the Frightful Four? The Animan. The Animan. Wasn't that wasn't that Arcane? Arcane's a group from Swamp Thing? Or am I thinking of a different name there, Hungry Boy? My memory's wonky. No, I know the UFOs were Incredible Hulk. I was talking about the Rangers. Weren't the Rangers in Captain America? I can't remember now. I think they were, though. Yeah. Vapor, Ironclad, and X-Ray and Vector. Red Ghost and the Super Apes. That's a good one. Oh, Nefaria. They got you. What was Arcane's? They were the Unmen. I was thinking of the Unmen. Weren't the Unmen from Arcane from Swamp Thing? They weren't really a super group. They weren't a group, though. Well, Suicide Squad, even though they're comprised of villains, they don't do villainous things as a group. But yeah. Terrible Trio. That's a deep cut. There you go. Arcane's guys, I guess they're not really a super group. A group per se. Snorta Poopy's here? I didn't see Snorty. Yeah. Well, let's see here. Only if you're not doing anything, Mark. If you feel like popping in, for as I wrap it up here. If you have any comments, yes, actually, someone did mention the Serpent Society, but it was way later than you would have expected. There, Steve. The Revenge Squad. There you go. Okay, so the Rangers were an Incredible Hulk. Okay, damn. I don't know why I thought they were in Cap. Thank you, Gozatron. Appreciate that. The Fearsome Five. Blackadder, Baldric, and Lord Melchett. Yes, yes. Oh, my goodness. Yep. Well, if I had to pick, it'd be tougher to pick a favorite supergroup. It was easy to pick. Super villain group. That would be tougher for me. Maybe the Legion of Doom, even though they're from the cartoons. I love the Secret Society of Supervillains. Some of the ones we've already talked about. We've already mentioned almost all of them. But you know what? That would be a list I would have that would be tough for me to make. I'm not saying I'm gonna make it, but that would be a tough one. I don't even know. Because villains are great. I mean, I love Doctor Doom, and you got to have him, and I love him. I don't know if it's tough for me. I will be doing a villains list soon. I don't know if it'll be 100, and maybe it'll be 50, maybe 100 though. Very soon I'll be doing that. But I don't know if I could do a super villain team thing like I did tonight at the super teams. I don't know who I would pick. I really don't know. It's interesting. It's actually an interesting question that I shall entertain and see if but because I love the Frightful Four, I love the Fatal Five. Oh, one we forgot. Did anyone mention the Salem 7? Did no one mention Salem 7? Did they? If they did, I missed it in the chat. So let me know if I missed that one in the chat, or don't everyone forget it. What's up, bro?
Hey, thanks for having me on. Yep, great show tonight. Good stuff.
Trouble you, but I thought I'd see if you felt like
trouble. No, I got the game on the iPad.
I wish I could see it. Yeah.
It's actually been if you like the sports ball stuff, it's actually been a pretty interesting game.
I was expecting usually those are blowouts, but why would that not be on national television?
That's crazy. It's not on regular TV, but it's money, right?
Phantom says
Bama just got robbed by a ridiculous pass interference call.
Oh, but, terrible. Good.
Usually the calls go their way, but they just got.
So they weren't mentioned. Phantom, weird. Okay, so Salem 7. Now Keely Chow, aren't you roll tiding right now? He's probably nervous.
Yeah, he's got to be really nervous now because
I can't see the game because I don't have it on ESPN. Keely Chow, but I'm not even going to be sincere because I know how it feels. A sincere roll tide to you. I know your game is coming down to the wire right there, brother. But you've got 7 championships already.
Well, even as I'm a Yankees fan, you still want to win all the time. So it's of course sometimes they have long droughts, but yeah, you love your team. You want them to win every time, right? So
yeah.
Although it doesn't feel as bad when you finish either first or second every year. But no, it's been a good.
Yeah.
I've been really enjoying your show, but
thanks, man.
It's been a good game.
If I'd had it, I wouldn't have canceled the show tonight. But I would have had it on my TV right here watching it just because
as the background.
I watch a little college, and I always watch the championship games. And I watched it last year, I think, because I had direct TV at that point. That's why what it was. I just assumed that it's the Super Bowl of college football. How is it not on national television?
No, I'm really surprised at that. Yeah, although most people, because ESPN is cable only,
ABC, right? Then they own ABC. ABC owns them.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I guess it's it comes down to money, right? So,
wouldn't it be bigger?
Yeah, but they pay for the rights, right? Then they want to get subs, right? So that's how what you look at HBO Max, right? With releasing movies straight to streaming, so to try to drive people to the channel. So yep, that's what it always comes down to. So
I guess, well,
yep.
All right, everyone. What I'm gonna do is recap this list again. I love the chatter with I don't know who came up with the super villain list, whether it was me or somebody, but I like all the different. That I don't think I can make a list of that though. I gotta be honest with you, that would be tougher. So, again, some good guessing. Although Mark D with a C is actually demoted, he's reduced 2 steps in ranks, and he's going to spend the night in the agony booth.
I was like, come on. I was like, I'm like, well, wait a minute. It's got to be FF. And I doubted myself. I said, well, yeah, you love the Legion. You keep talking about the Legion. I just had a moment of self-doubt. And I said, and I'd gotten, 6 in a row. So I was like, come on. I got to get, you always got to go with your first instinct, right?
Yep. Well, man,
I figured it was obviously 1 or 2, right? Yeah.
Steve, I think we proved there are a lot more villain groups that, once you think about it, but superhero groups come to mind a lot easier. So here it is again, folks. The list, I'll count it down again just to recap of my top 10 all-time favorite superhero groups. The Thunder Agents, Because I love them, and they are different. The sci-fi group that is public domain that Hungry Boy and I are going to bring back one day. Just kidding. We're not. We could, though. We could, couldn't we?
Yeah, well, right, yeah.
I mean, let's do it. Let's do it.
Why not?
The All Winners / Invaders. Because, well, I mean, look at that group. What do you mean? Why do you need a reason? Look at that.
Yeah,
I mean,
classic stuff.
What a great group. Okay, the X-Men, and it's in their entirety. And that's a cool cover right there. That's a great issue.
I've got that.
Oh yeah,
that's a
I remember,
classic. Yeah, I'm surprised it's not worth more. Actually, it's not.
That's weird.
Not valued that high. I think it's only like
this cover. I mean, that's the cover. This issue is one of those issues I remember. I mean, I remember going nuts reading it. I didn't become the Wolverine bandwagon jumper, but I remember just going nuts reading it.
Yeah, because Wolverine was really not a main character. I mean, I shouldn't say main character, but this is the issue that really, where it became a star, if you want to say, or
right.
It really became that go-to character that's, probably number 2 in the Marvel Universe next to Spidey. But back then he wasn't used that often. It wasn't, if you read the stories, he's there, but he's not a focal point as much as maybe Summers and Jean Grey and Colossus. I just that issue, that did blow me away too, and I read it especially when you read stuff as a kid like that too when it came out.
That's what got him his popularity, because it led to him getting that series by himself. So that's number 8. And if J-Man, if you're listening to this on a replay and you're back to listening to this part, if you still are, sorry, buddy. I know you're the X-Men freak there, but I know that's pretty low. It's a shocker. You know what? Almost didn't make the list, to be honest.
Oh.
I was that close to not putting it on the list.
Close,
This was last second. Not kidding. But it's at 8. So hey.
Well, who would have been your other choice?
Well,
then?
I was dabbling in Humans, Doom Patrol.
Okay.
Challengers of the Unknown. Even though I liked the group of the Champions, their comic was never that great, but I liked the group itself.
The group, okay. Yeah, I could see the Champions, yeah.
Yeah. Because I just like those characters. So, number 7 is the new Teen Titans / Teen Titans. Just Teen Titans in general, but, because it's the same group. So, Teen Titans, New Teen Titans. Because I love them. And that's good enough for me, partner. The Squadron Supreme, you guys were talking about villain group still. Really, the Squadron Sinister was a villain group. The Squadron Supreme was a little more of a gray area there. But yeah, they were from another Earth, right? So, number 6 is the Defenders. You ever read the Defenders?
Oh yeah, love the Defenders. Yep,
I love them. All I need is I need Hellcat and Valkyrie for that group.
Oh, Hellcat just came out this year too. I should have bought that in the
that one. Looks like that.
Go back. Oh no, it was Tigra. That was Tigra that came out. My bad. Yep.
I know. I should have got Tigra.
My gorgeous ladies, but yeah.
Well, she was I think she was in the team as well.
Did they have
she
a
came
Hellcat
back
figure?
She
must have a Hellcat figure.
There must be a Hellcat figure. They need a Valkyrie like that too.
Yeah, the original Valkyrie. Yep, the real Valkyrie. Yep. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they do have a Marvel Legends Patsy Walker. Of course, much better than the Patsy Walker that was in that Jessica Drew series. Oh, that was a horrible version of Pat. I mean, some of the things I liked.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Sorry, yeah, they went off the rails.
The girl was gorgeous, but
yeah, and some parts were okay. They got a few of the elements, but
yeah, they didn't do it right. That was so dumb. Number 5, the Justice Society of America. I love them, and if you a little haptic, if you want to just pile the All-Star Squadron in there, Outsider Phantom, be my guest. But I love me some Justice Society.
Yeah, those are some great issues back then. Yeah. Or these were newer, but good. I bought a bunch of these. Yeah,
Yeah, I like the series.
they were fun to
yeah.
read. Yeah.
Fun series. Number 4. But you got like 4 in a row, 5 in a row. Huh?
I was rolling, yeah, until I messed up on number 2.
Number 4, the Avengers.
I got the Teen Titans just before you put it down. Yeah,
You did.
yeah.
I didn't think anybody was going to guess Titans. The Avengers is number 4. There we go. See what people are saying. And number 3 is the JLA, the Justice League of America. I love them.
Yeah.
My Justice League. No bloody. I mean, the Justice League. I can't. I guess I'll say it's Justice League sometimes, but I like it when they're the JLA. I make sure my son had the initials JLA when he was born. Okay, which he doesn't appreciate nearly as much as I would. Don't mean shit to him, but me, I'd love it.
Georgia just won.
Georgia won. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm not laughing, Keely.
Interception, pick 6 with a minute to go.
I'm sorry, Keely. I was kidding you about that, but I am sorry. But I know how it feels to lose that, man. It's not a good feeling. So, Keely Chow, I'm sorry.
Is good. Yeah, sorry, Keely.
I don't like Saban, but I like Keely Chow, so I'm sorry about that, buddy.
I'm sorry to my brother-in-law too. He went to Bama, so he's a huge Bama fan. Yep, but
yeah. I like Justice League International, but I don't. Yeah, JLA, JLU, all that stuff. It's the Justice League of America to me.
Right.
You're saying?
No, I agree. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Under the same heading, basically, right? So.
Number 2, the one you missed.
God,
I was shocked.
Demoted.
I was shocked. Have we ever met?
Talked a couple of times.
But my long live the Legion of Superheroes. I love. Oh, Keely, he's feeling it now. There you go. Sorry, Keely. Oh, so sorry, my friend. I know how it goes. A lot of people, all of the region of the Gulf South felt pretty bad yesterday when the Saints got eliminated. So, and I felt pretty bad when this happened in the Legion. If you look at the picture over here on the right with the death of Superboy.
Yep.
Now, again, I should have specified the Silver and Bronze Age Legion only, folks. Well, you can see the eras I picked. I mean, whatever. It shouldn't even matter. You should all know. So, yeah, that's me Legion, folks. And of course, number 1, my all-time favorite superhero. And by the way, it's so razor thin between these two, but it's in my heart and in my soul. It was
close, right?
Yeah. That was close. But the Fantastic Four in my heart and soul.
Yeah, I should have guessed that was number 1. Yeah.
I just love them. That is true. Ghostatron, that is true. Fun fact, the Shi'ar Imperial Guard are a Legion of Superheroes homage, of course, created by Dave Cockrum, who worked on the Legion before he worked on X-Men. That's right. Clobby did the 7 Soldiers of Victory. Made it. No, they did. I like the 7 Soldiers of Victory very much, Oliver, but they didn't make on my list. I just recapped my list there. That was my top. I just did 10. And I just recapped my list there again, Oliver, and no, they did not. My list was as follows. It was the Fantastic Four. I'll go from 1 to 10. Fantastic Four, Legion of Superheroes, Justice League of America, the Avengers, the Justice Society of America, the Defenders, the New Teen Titans, and the Teen Titans in general, the X-Men, all of them, the All-Winners / the Invaders, and the Thunder Agents. Now, shout-outs to the Inhumans, the Doom Patrol, the Challengers of the Unknown, if they can be called superheroes, the Champions, and there are a few others that I certainly like. I'm trying. I didn't really. I was so busy today. I didn't get a chance to spend a lot of time. Let's see.
Well, I would have
that would have gotten a Legion. That I would have gotten Legion if I were concentrating instead of drowning in paperwork. Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt about it, Steve. But what's that now?
I was gonna say Micronauts would have made my top 10. Of course, everyone knows I'm a huge Micronauts fan. So
yep.
Maybe that would have popped out your number 10. I mean, my order maybe would slightly change.
I didn't read it that much.
Yeah, well,
right.
Yeah.
But you read most of the stuff I read.
Yeah, but I would probably knock out your number 10 and throw the Micronauts, somewhere in that mix.
Phantom Outsider. I was never the big Alpha Flight guy. I got to be honest with you. Nothing against it. I love my Canadian friends, by the way. I read Burns' run when it first came out. It sold like a monster. Early on, I ordered tons of issue number 1, and I bought it. I thought at that point Burns' art had been kind of shoddy to me. I didn't like the way he inked himself, and the characters were just sort of. I mean, he names the character Master of the World. It was like, yeah, you're a dopey nun. I didn't like that villain much. I liked Sasquatch. I guess I kind of liked Vindicator. Did he change his name to Guardian or something at some point?
Yeah, became Guardian, right? Yeah.
They were okay, but then I bought the book sparsely, and I was just sort of like, I don't know. I was never a big fan of Alpha Flight. It's very well remembered, very well loved, but it was never my bag that much, really, to be honest with you, if I'm being honest. And I got to be honest. That.
It's a favorite of a lot of people, though. So I can see.
Oh yeah, look, it's a favorite.
I like to read them. Yeah. So.
I have, no, I don't dislike it or anything.
Yeah, but just other stuff you like better, yeah.
Yeah, and at that time, when that comic came out, I was really getting sick of your standard superhero fare. I love superheroes, but I was in my late teens and in early 20s when some of those comics were coming out, and I was more into the stuff that appealed to, that kind of mentality, if you know what I'm saying. I loved Alan Moore stuff, I liked some of the edgier independent work at the time. Yep. And I still love some superhero comics, and I love superheroes, but there weren't really many being done the way I wanted them. So I was more into a John Sable and into some of the stuff going on. Well, Legion was still great at that point, but I wasn't really big into a lot of the Marvel books.
Yep. Yeah, I can see.
You a thanks bag.
Just got to go with what you want to spend your money on, right? I mean, I was
nuts for Judge Dredd. I was nuts for again Miller stuff. I was nuts for like I said, John Sable, Rocketeer, just all these, in some of these other independent comics, and some of the So I don't know. It was a different time for me. Now it's different. Now I look at those comics and so fondly and stuff. There was a time when 80s Marvel stuff, I didn't like it as much. Yeah, I liked Elementals also. I liked Elementals. I liked Cerebus. I bought the Wanderers. I did buy the Wanderers Phantom Outsider for a while because, it was it was a spinoff book from Legion.
Yeah. And then Phantom was who said Guardians of the Galaxy? It was Phantom. Yep. The classic the old Guardians, or the.
You're right. I do shout out Guardians of the Galaxy. They were never really my favorite or anything.
They were interesting to read for a while, though. I thought, it was a kind of an alternative thing. Yep.
I never picked up the '80s Jim Valentino version of that book. I don't know if you did, Phantom, but I wasn't into it that much. But yes, Wanderers was sort of a Legion adjacent book. It took place in the same time. D.N. Agents was well respected. That Will Munoz book there, D. Bud Martin. Personally, I didn't really care for it that much. I picked up a few issues, but I have nothing bad to say about it. A lot of people like D.N. Agents. Let's see. What are some of the comics I was into at that point? I was into in the 80s. I was into Matt Wagner's Mage. Of course, again, I was just so big into the Alan Moore stuff of the day. His Swamp Thing. Watchmen, which was not too far off in the distance at that point when something like that came out. Some of his stuff he was doing for Titan. Let's see, for Quality or whatever, like the Warrior magazine and his V for Vendetta and Warrior magazine, his Marvel Man and Warrior magazine, his other DC stuff he was doing. So I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how I got off of that. We're talking about superhero teams.
I also liked the Freedom Fighters a little bit too. So read some of them as a kid.
Yeah, I like Freedom Fighters. I like them. They never had the best art or anything, but I kind of like the Freedom Fighters. Yep,
they were decent. Yep. So if you had to do like a top 25, some of these mentions might make them. Yeah.
We were talking about champions. I bought the the first Masterworks of that for 99 cents on
That's a good
Garbage or
goodbye. Yeah.
something. And I was reading that first issue, and it was, and I look, Tony Isabella. I'm not knocking Tony Isabella. The guy was such a contrivance writer. Of course, the art didn't help in this first issue alone. I don't know. Did you ever read that? Have you read the first issue of Champions?
I mean, I read some of the Champions. I doubt I read the first one though.
It's been so long since I read that. But if you were to look at it now as someone who knows those characters, but you didn't read the first one, you go, do those guys why did they form a superhero group? That's interesting. Why would that team? I mean, you got Hercules hardly a team player on the Avengers, maybe, but kind of a maverick, Black Widow, Ghost Rider, what the hell? The Angel and Iceman.
Yeah, it's a wacky lineup. Yeah.
You know
how did they get together, right? Yeah.
In the first issue, they all happen to be at, I think it's Southern Cal or USC, some college. It's a big college out there. I think it was Southern Cal, but it may have been USC. I think it may have been USC. I can't remember. They were at a college though, right? Well, okay. Bobby Drake and Warren Worthington happened to be going to college. They quit the X-Men to go to college, so they're on the campus. Hercules happens to be on the campus for completely an unrelated issue. So does Natasha, who's on she's doing something with helping some professor. I think she was living out there for years in San Francisco with Matt Murdock. And then Ghost Rider just happened to be passing through, all while these monsters were attacking some professor or some person. They all happened to be on all of them for completely different, unrelated reasons. Just so happened to be there when these monsters from these Amazons and a bunch of monsters from some other dimension or world, what have you, some kind of schluck, were attacking someone who was from that dimension who was hiding. I was like, wow. I mean, look, it's a comic book from the 70s. You shouldn't expect much, but man, that's some contrivance right there.
Yeah, the stories, from what I remember, weren't, it was just like a fun group to get together, that eclectic group. But people, it only ran for, I'm looking at 17 issues. So
I could buy a couple of them though, but friggin' Ghost Rider's just kind of, whoa.
Ghost Rider's got to be out on his own, right? I mean,
he's just riding through there. Oh, there's a big fight going on. Boom, that's handy.
Yeah.
And I'm reading that, just laughing. I'm like, Tony, come on, man. And the art was really, oh God, man, Jesus Christ.
Well, you had I'm looking at Heck, Tuska, Hall, and Byrne on the series.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, Deepa, but sometimes George Tuska, man. Byrne did some stuff later. But the first issue, I think that might have been Don Heck. I can't remember. My favorite Champion story was in Godzilla. They left Ghost Rider out of that issue, though. Yeah.
Good stuff, yep. Godzilla versus the Champions.
Godzilla. I remember that one. Remember that issue?
Yeah, because Marvel had the rights to Godzilla, right? Didn't they have a Godzilla comic book for a while?
At that point, Godzilla was in the Marvel Universe, running around with S.H.I.E.L.D. chasing him. He kept meeting the Fantastic Four and the Avengers and all that stuff. He even got shrunk down one time and fought the Fantastic Four. He got shrunk down to the size of a rat in one issue.
Gotta love it, yep. Well, it's like fighting the Mole Man's monster, right?
Yeah. You think we get in trouble if we show that comic?
No, I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Let's see.
All right, I'll do it. Talk me into it. If I can find it. Where are you at, Champions? Here we go. I'll just show a little of it.
It's an image you can't. Yeah, it's.
Well, we showed internals, didn't we?
Yeah, no, it's. I don't think knock on wood. I'm gonna jinx ourselves, but I don't think plenty of people show that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's not like you're.
Where's my? Hang on a second. Okay, browse pages. This is wow. Some dopey stuff. All right, everybody. Who wants to take a walk down memory lane, boys and girls, with the Champions? All right, now I want to. Hungry Boy, you were a professional. I want you to know I can't draw flies. I'm a garbage artist, but I'm just gonna criticize. So it won't be like professional criticism of an artist. It just be coming from a fan seeing something they don't really care for that much, but I still like it better than modern stuff. But I'm mostly making fun of the story here. Just so you know, because, I know you're, who am I to make fun of a pro anything?
Right. Well, no, I think you, if you don't like something, say you don't like it. And I mean, certain people might like the art too, right? Some people love Picasso, some people hate Picasso, the artwork.
Now,
so it's, matter what color is better, green or red,
I
or blue,
don't know.
How are you going to prove that one?
Yeah. They don't even put
that's the masterwork, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Don Heck and Mike Esposito. That's actually not Heck's worst.
Some Kirby Crackle attempt in there. Yep.
Well, they all tried that. Yeah.
Yep.
Hi. We're going to we're two former X-Men and we're in normal clothes. We're going to the let's see, what campus was it again? Let me see. They were on
it's on the West Coast, you said, or
UCLA.
Yeah, it's not NYU. Or what was the Spider-Man's college? It was Empire State University.
Empire State University.
Yep.
I'm on the spot. You're not on the spot unless you drew this. And if you really Don, are you Don Heck? Hungry boy, come clean. You're Don Heck, aren't you? D-Buds there. I love D-Bud. The Tuska issues of Champions were inked by Vinny. Just saying. Oh man, I love it. Holy crap! I'm just making fun of the story, guys. Look, there. Was it Bobby Drake and Warren Worthington? Let's see, Clobberin, Mark D. In the Marvel and DC villains lineup, we always forgot memorable hench people who always do the dirty work. There you go.
They don't get paid enough.
So look, out of the blue, let's see where it is. Okay, what you call them? The goddess mortals hand over Venus. So yeah, they're looking for Venus for some reason. These harpies. Huh.
They need something good looking.
I guess they didn't expect to run into guys with superpowers. Now, Iceman's useful. I don't know what flying's going to do. And there's Flyboy. So, all right, look, I grant you got two superheroes, okay? A very weary woman gazes out over the UCLA campus into the sunny autumn morning. In the past, she has been known as a spy, a jet setter, and a superheroine. Today, however, she essays a new role. She's there to what is she doing? She's interviewing for a job. This at UCLA. She just happens to be there when this is going on. Okay, that's three.
Yep. Yeah,
that's three. All right,
she needed a job too, right?
Yes, she needed a job. That's fine. Three. All right, we can buy into it. Well, it oopsed me. I hate when this thing oopsed me. Why are you oopsing me? I've just did it to you.
Once in a while, it loses connection.
The browser oopses sometimes. You jag-offs. I'm trying to make.
They do that to get you to buy a new computer.
Yeah, that's a.
Don't you need an upgrade?
Isn't that Comicology doing that?
Yeah, but it's all through the interwebs, so
okay.
It glitches on the interwebs.
All right. I can buy three superheroes at the same college campus. I can't look at this clunky art. I'm moving my screen to watch the chat and listen to. Okay, I'm just making fun of the. I want everyone to know. I love Tony Isabella. We have our differences when it comes to political stuff. He is a nice guy, and I respect his creative Black Lightning. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't make fun of him, but he's always been very nice to me, and I like him. I'm just having a laugh.
I mean, you got to remember the time this is from too. So some of these stories back then were, when you go to reread them, they seem really hokey and silly, but there's a charm to them too.
Now I'm feeling like an a-hole. Well, I am. I'm just having a laugh, folks. I promise. So there's three. We got three superheroes at the. All of a sudden, they're fighting these harpies. We were looking for this goddess who's hiding at the campus, and who turns up? He's just passing through. Ghost Rider. Hi, everybody. I'm just passing through, but they're monsters, so hell, I'll take them on. Just, oh crap!
Just a quinky dink.
Quinky dink. We got now we're up to 4, right?
Yep.
4.
Well, I don't go to school there.
Yeah, and he's fighting the Hellhound. And then, it's good. And then all of a sudden, let's see, Hercules is inside. He's going to be doing a lecture on Greek mythology or some kind of something or other.
Well, that'd be great. God, I'd love to go to that lecture.
Yeah.
It'd probably only talk about the parties, but yeah.
Right. We're already at 5. All of them are together. What a co-inky dink. All right, I'm not gonna beat up anymore, everyone. I'm just saying. Don Heck, God bless him.
The Hungry Boy's not a fan of this art, but I don't think it's that bad. I mean, a little bit of it's clunky, I'll say, but some of the motions, some of the panels are semi-decent. But
he's done worse than this. Mike Esposito was his inker on this. I mean, this is better than Vinny inking him, but anyway, yeah.
Not a lot of depth. There's not a lot of depth to it. The cover's better. Yeah.
Right.
There, yeah. But it is kind of, yeah.
Inked by John Tartag on that one.
Yeah, it's not too good.
Yeah. So, anyway, folks, just a little fun looking at some funny books.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a fun. It's only 17, 18 issues. If you want to know all about the original champions, go read them. Because we always say back in the day when I was a kid, it was my grandfather bringing back stuff from the newsstand, so it was whatever he grabbed. And it was like, I couldn't tell Grandpa, hey, buy me 20 comics. I got 10. If I was lucky, 5 comics or something, 6 comics. So. Yeah, and you just got what you could get. As a little kid, you got what you could get.
Right?
There was nothing near me that you couldn't go to there was no Cloud Meets Comic Book shop, unfortunately, nearby you could walk to. And then there was a newsstand, but you had to take it was like 15 minutes away. You could jump on the train, but you couldn't do that till Mom wouldn't let you on the train until you're older, kind of thing. So, and it was too far to ride your bike. So, but yeah, it's brings back good memories.
Whoa. Yeah. Tuska did a good job on this page. Look at her. All right, D-Bud, with Vinny and Tuska, and I like this page. I like a Vinny and Tuska page.
Wow, check out those wings.
Not for the dude with the wings. I don't care about him. I mean, that's Lauren Worthington, but look at Natasha. Angel's costume sucks, but he didn't have a costume right here, but I mean, he's got a Speedo. But
I wonder if anyone noticed them, right? Yeah. With those wings. Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. Look, D-Bud, I got to give Tuska and Vinny some credit on this page. Not because of the Angel. I don't care about him, but look at Natasha. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it. So,
actually, I only own issue 17. That's the only one I own.
Oh, yeah?
1978. That makes sense. Yep. Grandpa would write me that in 1978 with the Sentinels. Champions Last Stand.
There you go.
Last issue, huh? So, so you'd read one issue and say, oh, this is cool. And then that's the end, right?
Yep.
Come on, no fair. I just picked it up.
Let's look at some more Tuska and Vinny. So, it's not bad. This is not, not terrible. Not terrible,
Of course, those are simple backgrounds too, right? I guess, yeah.
Some of these covers, yeah. Tuska and Vinny again. There you go. Not bad. Not great. I might have turned my nose up at it, and back then, but what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Well, I'm just having a laugh, folks.
Yeah, all good natured. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's plenty of worse comic books out there. So.
Oh no! That's fine.
Yeah. No, but there's a we could show the children of the atom if we wanted to. No, actually we don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, the simple backgrounds, Vinny erased them. He
That's
did.
pretty deep, but yeah.
Oh, God, he did. Jesus Christ. Look at
You'll never know. Yeah.
Vin Tusk. Tusk Vin. That's true. Hey, your Muslim uncle. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, your Muslim uncle.
Welcome. I like Tuska's work on Hero for Hire. I didn't love it, but I got some of those too. And yeah, it wasn't that bad. I like Tuska on Iron Man. I got to admit, I went back and looked at some of his Iron Man and liked it a little bit better. I think my problems with Tuska usually are ones that Vinny inked, but also it's some of his really later stuff. Oh, maybe his later Iron Man, but his earlier Iron Man, was better.
Yep.
Yeah, Vinny was the Eraser. He's the villain called the Eraser. Remember the Eraser?
Eraser. Yeah.
Remember that villain, the Eraser? We were looking at in the Marvel 2-in-1.
Yeah, that was hysterical. Well, that's true. Yeah,
living eraser.
The backgrounds are simple. Yeah, because he erased them. Yeah.
It was a living eraser.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think I would have to agree with that, D. But his best work was his early Iron Man stuff with Johnny Craig inking him. Yeah, it was good. I think he was better than heck on Iron Man. So, yeah, I'm with you there, bro. I just love old comic book art. I wish I could draw. But I think we have a deal, Hungry Boy, now. We got to do Thunder Agents. Let's do it. I'm kidding.
Kickstarter.
Well, as far as I know, you could do a Kickstarter of a Thunder Agents comics and nobody can do anything about it.
Yeah, someone I know did a Kickstarter for a hero in the public domain. Something with Atomic something, or I can't remember the character's name now, but it was pretty cool. Yeah, he took an old character in the public domain and
there are a lot of them.
Did a Kickstarter and did like 3 or 4 issues of the character. Yep.
There are a lot of public domain characters.
Yeah. Hey, Pooh's coming into the public domain, but only the original Winnie the Pooh, drawn by A.A. Milne and who's the artist who drew Pooh? It wasn't Milne. I'm forgetting it, but that version of Pooh is now going to be in the public domain. The Disney version, however, you can't. It's still copyrighted.
Let's see.
You could do a Pooh comic.
Isn't Popeye in the public domain now?
I'm not sure
about that.
There's a bunch of characters coming to the public domain because they kept moving the law, and I think 2022 I think was when it expired. So they kept every few years they vote a new extension in. So
get us a letterer, a colorist, and a Flo Steinberg. You're on, baby. Well, I love Flo. We could all use a Flo Steinberg in our life. But I thought I heard something about that with Popeye. Maybe I have
January 1st, 2025. You can eat all the spinach you want.
What about Flash Gordon? He's got to come in the next couple of years.
I don't know. Let's see. Flash.
I think that might be 1928. But I don't know.
Flash Gordon, public domain. No, King's Feature Syndicate owns the rights.
Yeah, I think they still rolling it, but I thought something that was coming. I don't see how, because King Features wouldn't let the rights go. So they probably still do a comic.
After a while, though, it first appeared on January 7, 1934. So the 1936 is under 100% copyright. The serial's under copyright. Flash Gordon's Trip to Mars, but a compilation of the serial in film form is in the public domain, so it gets complicated too.
But not the not the strip character, right?
Yeah. So, but I'm not sure when it's going to go into the public domain. But I mean, for example, like the Captain Marvel serials are in the public domain.
Yeah,
that's a fantastic thing to watch. Yeah,
I love that.
And I bought the Blu-ray of that.
DC couldn't get their grubby little piles over that.
Yeah.
I don't know if DC even owns the Republic serials to Superman. Do they?
I'm not sure, but yeah, a lot of the
Superman
stuff
serials
went
or the
into
Batman
the
serials.
Yeah, some of them they go into the public domain. So
because they're serials.
Yeah, Flash Gordon Conquers the Universe, full public domain. Yep. So certain things went went into the public domain, I guess, 2017. So you can look at Daily Motion. Usually, is a place you can look, but certain things fell into public. They didn't. Well, who thought? Sometimes they didn't think. Who's going to want this or watch this or make money off of this. It's movie from 1938 or a serial. So, but it's fun stuff. But I always double check too. Like sometimes you think something's in the public domain, not that you don't show that kind of stuff on YouTube, but I always always triple check to make sure that it's truly in the public domain, because sometimes people post things and they're not.
Right.
So.
Yep.
But
that Captain America series was amazing.
And a lot of Disney's work is based on public domain characters, right? So when you think about it, so the fairy tales, Cinderella, that's public domain character that they created, Pinocchio, created their own take on it, but it's still they didn't create Cinderella is not a creation of Walt Disney or Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but put a classic spin on the character.
Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob.
Yeah.
Well, man, I'll tell you what a night.
Yeah, it was a good time tonight. Yep. Good list. If you're a Georgia fan, you're happy. If you're a Bama fan, you got till next year probably, right? I mean, these two teams are, there's 4 teams that seem to always be in the mix. So, but competition's good too, right? So it's good to have your DC and Marvel and independent comics. Of course now, back in the day, today we're not too happy about the quality of a lot of comics, but competition always brings out the best in the end. So look how manga's kicking butt right now. So we'll see if American comics get their acting gear. But
yes, sir. Maybe I'll do villains next week. I don't know. We'll think of something. But in the meantime, I guess maybe next week or so, Loki and I will probably do review our animated film of the month, Superman and versus the Elite. But tomorrow night, everyone, not tomorrow night. No, I'll give that's Wednesday night. But tomorrow night, Mark is going to be, put your link or whatever. It's going to be on at
Toxic Tuesday.
Toxic Tuesday. What's going on over there?
Yep. So reviewing the second Mad Max movie, which is the Road Warrior, Mad Max the Road Warrior. The title change, in Australia. I don't think the first movie was shown here. It was very limited release. So even though it's this,
it was most people,
it
was shown here.
It was shown here, okay, but it wasn't the big huge hit that the second movie was. So let me put.
But
Nick
it was shown. We saw commercials and stuff. I never got to see it, but not like Road Warrior. It was Mad Max 2 over there, but Road Warrior over here. Yeah, we knew about Mad Max.
Yeah. So that movie really, God, that movie was a huge sleeper hit. So we're gonna be covering that one. Looking forward to that. It's always gang over Toxic Tuesday. We have a fun irreverent time. I put together a slideshow of the movie. Nick's gotten some claims the last few weeks. He's gotten them taken off, thankfully. But
Lord, good night, D-Bud.
Take care, D-Bud. Yep, for still images, which is nuts. So far, all's been good. They've taken them down.
I think that's just a still image. That's ridiculous. It's still, that's terrible.
Yeah, so that still image you can't get in trouble for. So
I just showed a few pages of a comic. I guess I don't care. But I've seen like when Yellow Flash and Richard C. Meyer would review comics, they wouldn't show every page of the comic they were reviewing. They could just show a few pages.
Yeah,
that's kind of the way I did it. You can't show the whole comic, and I wouldn't do that anyway. But
yeah. Or you could put like your logo over it or something too to hide,
Either way, we don't show the whole comic.
Yeah, don't show the whole thing. Yeah, and we want to support the creators and the artists and everyone that works in the comics too. So,
So don't tell Tony Isabella that I made fun of Champions #1 anymore.
upon penalty of death, right? Yep.
Yes.
Or the negative zone.
Yes, and Wednesday night, folks, the first of what I hope will be a monthly tradition. Classic comics review. We'll review a classic story. And this week, the great Maxfield Vaughn Presley, MVP, joins me to review the Alan Moore masterpiece, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, the finale, the great goodbye to the golden, silver, and bronze age Superman mythos that I love so much. And I'm looking forward to that. And then, of course, Thursday night will be Clobby's Clubhouse with Rick Gill and Mark. And then Saturday night, Star Trek will be back next Saturday night with a season 4 finale special, which
Awesome.
with a couple of special guests. And after we do a review, we'll have a couple of special guests on, and it'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. So, well, dude, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for
thank you.
in.
Thank you. Yep. Hi to everyone. Yep. That's great. Great as usual. Yep. Great time.
Yes. Thank you all for joining me for Monday night Mark C Comics Talk. And hey, I'll see you all out there. I'll have another Spinner Rack video this week as soon as I possibly can, and a couple other ideas in the can for some comics history videos and stuff. So until then, thank you all, my good friends, and thanks to the great Mark D with us, for hanging with us, and thanks to the great Stone Wilkie for this intro outro. Good night, everyone, and clobber on, clobberers.